Isn't this just one of the prettiest sedans you've ever seen? I think it is. Let's start with the outside. You see, the designer that assisted on this car is now the chief designer for Lexus. So he's given this car a complete makeover. From the front bumper to the sides to the back, it looks like a totally different car. But effectively, this is a facelift of the 300h. Doesn't look like a facelift though, does it? Along the side here, this is completely revised. The lights are different and even the roof line has been changed. But when you step inside, it's a little bit more familiar looking. When this car first came out, it was in fact quite a futuristic design, and it has aged well over the years. You've still got this haptic slider over here, which I really enjoy when changing the temperature, and you've still got the screen over there with this not so fun trackpad over here in the center. Having said that, they've now updated the screen to be touch screen, so you don't have to fumble around in the middle anymore, and hopefully in the next iteration of this car, Lexus would have gotten rid of one of my least favorite features in a car. Interior spec is good. The steering wheel is surprisingly small but chunky, but my biggest gripe with this interior is the lack of interior space. It does feel a little bit more cramped here than its competitors, especially by the footwell area. Where Lexus has its competition beat in looks, the interior falls behind ever so slightly. But let's go take this hybrid for a drive and see what it's like on the road. This model here is the 300h, which comes with Lexus's hybrid system borrowed from their sister company Toyota. It works really well in their other models, and I quite enjoy hybrid technology. Having said that, I don't think it fits well with this car. You see, this is supposed to be a sporty sedan, and unfortunately for Lexus, other manufacturers like BMW, Audi and Mercedes have been working on that formula extensively, and I think they might do it a little bit better. Add to that the CVT gearbox, and even in F-Sport trim, this car is not quite as sporty as Lexus would have us believe. It is fast enough though, and it handles well enough. It's got enough tech and it looks fantastic. Let's not forget those looks, because it really is quite a looker. But I do wonder if Lexus have decided to halt any sort of major development on this car and instead focus on their very successful and very good SUV range. Fuel consumption is 5.2 liters per 100, and one can easily get below that figure. That again is another selling point of hybrid technology. This car also has regenerative braking, which means that when I brake, the battery gets charged up a little bit, which means I get more of that hybrid tech. Currently, I'm cruising at 60 kilometers an hour in EV mode. And this is exactly to me why one would get an EV or a hybrid car like this. The silence and refinement cannot be replicated in a petrol car. I mean, you've got explosions happening in front all the time, but in EV mode, none of that's taking place, and I feel well rested even after many, many miles behind the wheel of this Lexus hybrid. If you're going to be spending about 900,000 on a sedan like this, I think you'd be much better off spending it on one of the big three. But if you're hell-bent on getting a Lexus sedan that also happens to be hybrid, take a look at the ES instead, which has much more space, costs about the same. It's just not as pretty though.